Hello, everyone. It is Professor Green here, and I am happy to be with you today to talk about something exciting, your return on investment. So many of you have gone to college. Yeah, you spent money, blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of you are taking care of families and a billion other things, right? So we have a great team, and I literally just presented this week how our students are experiencing explosive return on their investment for their education in terms of being employed oftentimes even before they graduate. And we want that for you. And we feel like we found unlocked kind of a formula to that with all the wraparound services with your advisors, your professors, Career Bridge, which is what I'm going to talk to you today about. Um, your coaches, your mentor teachers, all of those things line up and hopefully get you the job that you have worked so hard to get, and you deserve that. So um, what I'm going to do is this is a supplement to your course. So these are items that you're not going to get dinged on if you don't do in terms of your grade, but if you don't do them, you're going to be behind. You're not going to be prepared. As you know, education is you know a personal endeavor, and you make out of it what you want to get out of it. So if it were me, I'm telling you that this process has worked for so many students in the past that are exactly where you are in 470 student teaching, and this is how we're going to do it. So you're going to get this folder, and Professor Turner is in charge of you this term, and running the seminar course. But you're going to get this folder, and you can look at events a little bit later. But let's just get an idea of what you're going to be asked to do. So in week one, we asked that you submit an employment survey so we can get an idea of where you are, what you're doing, what your major is, and all those sort of things. So if you've have you already secured employment for after graduation? If so, okay. And then, give us some details. So that's pretty self-explanatory. We want to know what you're up to. And then school search sheet. So the other thing that's been awesome is our students are not only getting jobs, but they're getting jobs at a record pace of their first choice. That makes me, as a professor, super happy. And at the meeting I was at this week where we were just talking, I told you we, presented about this idea, return on investment. The president spoke at one of the meetings and said, if we're not getting and preparing our students, preparing them for a job and helping them get a job after graduation, then we're failing them. So I take that to heart, and that's what this is all about. So you're going to fill things out like what what school you want to work for, what's your number two, what position do you want to work for. So that's the first kind of week there. Now, as you go on, there'll be some exercises as you go, and then in week two, that should literally take you about 10 minutes, by the way. So this is an experience worksheet, and all of this is preparing you because in this course you're going to create a portfolio, and obviously your resume goes in there. So all of this work that you're doing here ties directly to the work that aligns with your course. It complements it. It makes it stronger because this is a course where you can't really get a C. You need an A. And what I mean is, like, on your resume, you don't want to turn in a C resume and apply for a job. You're not going to get the job. You want it to be and show your best self. It's a reflection of you, just like your portfolio is for this course. So you're going to fill this out, and this is all about you. And then we'll go back here. Whoops, I'm sorry about that. My fault. And then we'll go back here, and you'll move on. And Career Bridges, Marissa Dordick has really done an awesome job to kind of gradually walk you through the process of creating something great. Then you have some example resumes and some activities that you can do with that sample resumes, and you can look them over. And she lays it out like a language checklist. Does your whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Do you have classroom management in there? Do your skills include ed tech? Because you are an ed tech expert, by the way. Knowledge of differentiated instruction. And if you don't know these things, it's very important to communicate, so we can get a one-on-one session or whatever you need to make sure that you feel comfortable with all of these concepts. And then resume do's and don'ts. So all of these things All of these activities should not overwhelm you. It's really about you, for you, and something you want to do for yourself. Because we want you to get that job. We have all the tools here to help you get that job. And then, if you need anything extra or special, you can ask your professor. You can reach out to me, Professor Neil Green. I am always happy to help. So thank you.